Hey, my cannonballs, we're back for a short, quick second. Short, quick second. We are back for a short, quick second. For a short, quick second. So grab your tea and a snack, because we are gonna be on here for a short, quick second. I was gonna say be back, but that wasn't gonna, that would have never really rhymed. But yeah, we are back, you guys. We are back for a short, quick second. Yes, indeed. Right now I'm enjoying fall weather. I am. I am enjoying the fall weather. Not gonna lie to you. Since time has been back, the days are feeling, a lot later than what it is. Well, really, I mean, well, the time. Let me correct myself. Time has feeling been well. The time has been making me feel like it's later than what it is, and it's not. It's like still early. You know, it's still early. I ain't gonna lie to you. It takes a, I would say this, even though I'm used to it, but sometimes you have to adjust to it. Sometimes you have to just like, damn, you can stay up a little bit, a little longer than what you normally would be staying up, but now shit, it's like okay, just because you got a little extra hour don't mean you can just take advantage of that. You gotta be mindful of the out, really of the time, because sometimes you gotta get up and do some things and handle some things. And man, who has time to be wasting time on the small and petty shit? That's why look. That's why when it comes to this application, I be turning the TV off because sometimes I watch YouTube on my TV. I just shit. I'm going to bed. I catch you later. I catch the replay. You know what I'm saying? I do. I'm doing my own reaction to a few reactions. What I'm saying, just getting a lineup of what done went down. And I like it like that sometimes. And it's but one thing I do, I gotta say this, I do not like this when you try to watch a live, but then all of a sudden it goes on members on. It's like, damn, you can't even view it no more. But you know what? Maybe one of these days I may, you know, join. But I think I'm gonna just wait it on now because I feel like hell, if I'm watching something for free, why should I have to pay for it? I don't, that really that's just me. I ain't dissing nobody when I say that. For me, I just think that I ain't finna pay for it. If I can see it for the free, babe, if I can see it for the free. hmm But you know what? The reason why I did come here for it, because it was for a reason. I think I'm gonna spark the beezy up. It's indeed. You know, I really do hate when people try to tell you about what you are doing and they make it seem like it's an issue or a problem. And I really do hate that because that shit really gets on my nerve. Like, don't be worried about what I'm doing. Worry about what you're doing. Because you know what? At the end of the day, anytime you call me, anytime you need me, I am there. I don't want to hear about what you think I should be doing. I don't want to about none of this stuff. I really don't. And that's just how I am. Because I ain't concerned about what anybody else is doing around me that I do know of. I don't care about what the next person is doing. But and I don't like being confronted about what I'm doing. On my downtime. Hell, I should be doing that. I'd rather be doing what I do on my downtime than to be going out in the streets and just messing off and getting in situations that I should not be getting in. You know, I'm doing the safe thing, staying out the fucking way. You know, I be in my own little shell. I don't be associating myself with a lot of people out here. I really don't. Not like it like that, and it's gonna always remain like that. You know, look, you can catch me outside here and there, but I ain't that guy that want to be outside like that all the time. No. But anytime I do decide to step out, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me and like how I know how to do me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be over here. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this now. I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna have some fun. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna have some fun. What's going on? My action speaks. What's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna have some fun. Shit. But that's only when I want to go out. I don't have to, be forced out to do anything when people want to do, really when they want to have fun. I'm gonna do me regardless. I'm gonna do me regardless. But at the same time, I don't like people to come around me judging me about what I'm doing because I ain't around them and they ain't seeing me. I guess they may be looking at me in a different light, but I don't, you don't judge me. Judge what you do. You know, when it comes to you, because I'm good. I'm good over here. I ain't out here, dealing with every different personalities out here. I ain't dealing with this person and that person. Like, no, I'm good. I like it. Like, look, I like it. I like the fact that I'm content with myself, and look, I have a very good understanding when it comes to individuals out here. When I promise you, I really do. I have a very good understanding when they, at face value. Like, you're not finna get over on me, no, at all, not at all. I ain't out here begging either at all or stealing. I ain't got none of that. Nope, not at all. Mm, not at all. I'm happy. You hear me? I am just happy being with myself, you know, with myself and just doing the things that I want to do and just having control over me. Because I'll be damned if I'm out here and someone may think that they can control me, you know. Mm. I don't want to feel like a little kid. That's really where that comes from. I don't want to. Don't make me feel like a little kid because and that goes for anybody that comes around me trying to talk to me and treat me like that. Like don't do that to me because you will see a different side of me that you may not like. That you may not like. I'm nice and cool and all, but I have another side to me that I don't show a lot of people. Not unless not unless you make me mad, you gonna see that side. Mm-hmm. And hopefully I can apologize. If that side does come out. Oh, you're having you a drink? That's what's up. I'm having me one too myself. That's why I decided to get on. But I was a little ticked off a little bit because I just hate when people try to recommend me about what I do. But at the same time, you done did a lot more things than I done did because at the same time, your ass is older than me. You're older than me, way older than me. So I don't want to hear about you shouldn't be this and you shouldn't be that, doing that. I don't want to hear that shit. Say that. Look, save it. Save it. I don't want to hear it. Keep it to yourself. You ain't gotta tell me about me. Cause I know me. Cause I ain't look I thank God that I don't look like what I've been through. But I ain't out here trying to look like something that I know I should not be looking like, all because of what I'm doing on the back end, out of people's faces. You know what I'm saying? Nothing bizarre or crazy, but we all do our thing, and it ain't for the public to know, or see. You know, yeah, you may catch me on camera one time with a blunt in my mouth or a joint in my mouth, but at the same time, I don't really want to see that on camera like that. So therefore, you ain't finna see me like that. I don't need people making you know thumbnails and trying to be funny and shit. We already got look, a nigga that's trying to survive off of one note, but he ain't making it there yet at all. Still singing in the same key. Hell, I can see why. Well, look, I can see why the demise of the group. Why it happened because shit, it wasn't bringing nobody revenue. If you was a so-called backup singer for Vesta, please. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all know, if you're in the beast, if y'all know who done said that song for Vesta. Psh, we ain't seen no pictures, no videos, or nothing. It's like me saying shit. I done sung for a few people that's, they was big in the back in the day, but now they done kind of faded out a little bit. But they still do performances. I can easily say any of those names, but hell, I'm gonna have some proof of mine. So I won't be just saying that I performed with these people. But obviously, that nigga over there, I think he lying. Well, he may have, I ain't gonna lie, he may have performed with the motherfuckers. I mean, but you know what? I didn't mean to say that, but it is what it is. But he may have performed with them. But hell, I need to see some proof. Yeah, you probably was at the end, towards the last of of the person that was the head start. Yeah, of their days. So we probably didn't see a lot. It's probably somewhere on video, but we ain't seen it, and I damn sure ain't heard it from you, cause the way that you sing, sounding like too many cigarettes you've been puffing on. Hey, it ain't coming out correctly like you want it to. You think you sounding right, but you ain't sounding right at all, and you damn sure ain't imitating the person that sung the original version. You ain't did the best. Look, the best has not yet came. Look, when it comes to any tune that you're pushing out of your motherfucking wide ass mouth, then you get your ass on here shaking your ass all in the camera, showing your balls and shit on camera in a bed. Damn, we know you freaky, but you want to show the whole entire world. Nigga, fix that shit, okay? But I guess, you know what, hey, you can take a nigga out of horse. Look, look. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. You could. I was gonna say something really bad, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. Nigga got to have my motherfucking thumbnail on his motherfucking video, nigga. That shit putting dots and shit, bitch. Please, you're the girliest one of the other mall too as well. You fall in the same damn category. There ain't nothing wrong with being feminine, but if you are, hey, it is what it is. I may signs, of that, but I'm not really that at all. If you meet me, well, if you met me in person, you would know this. you know, they can say what they want. Look, people can. I don't really too much know how people really think of me. That in certain ways, but I know what they have said to me. But at the same time, I don't give a fuck about that shit either, because at the same time, I can have my perception of you too as well. So hell, words for words, bounce. Look, we can give it back and forth and forth. Look, we can just go back and forth with it. I don't give a damn. Shit, I done plenty of times by doing this shit on YouTube. I didn't give a rat's ass at all about a lot of shit that has been said. I don't be giving a fuck. I don't be giving a damn. This ass, look, I don't have to lose sleep. Ain't nobody losing sleep over this shit at all. I ain't losing a goddamn ounce of sleep at all. And I damn sure ain't. Hell no. This is just, look, I got other problems that I gotta worry about. Look, worrying about some shit like this. I'm stressed now. I can't sleep and be in sleep like in a sleep insomnia. State of mind. Hell no. Who has time for that when you gotta take care of your business? Hell no. I ain't got time for that. Shit. I woke up. Hold on. I woke up to some money. I was really happy about that too. I wasn't even expecting it though. It just dropped. It came. It came, and I was excited. Yes, indeed. Because I gotta go back to the store and buy me some motherfucking food. Yes, indeed. I ain't finna be eating on dressing and all that bullshit, stuffed and full, going to sleep and farting all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth to the bathroom. I will clean my system out, but I don't want to clean it out that way. It's even though it's normal, but I don't want to do all that. I don't want to go through all that. No, I'm good. I don't want to be eating on the same food every, no, I don't want to be eating on it. Look, and then, because at some point we got to start switching it up. Fuck dressing and shit and greens and shit. Let's get some motherfucking lobster shit. You know what I'm saying? Hibachi grill. Yes, indeed. Make some motherfucking rice. Get some eggs and shit and some vegetables and shit. Some fried rice would be nice for the dinner. Some chicken fettuccine. I think I likes that. That's really, really good. Now that can replace the dressing and the greens and the black eyed peas and the cornbread, and then my thing is some people will cook cornbread after and then have like damn near 2 pans of dressing. And it's like, damn, we got enough bread, because I mean, honestly, the dressing is really the bread. So why are we cooking another pan of bread? Skillet on it really in a black skillet. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, that's the only way to make some good ass country style cornbread. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can fuck with the hot water cornbread, but I like the regular cornbread. Put that shit in the stove, baby. You can add sugar to it, or you can add you know, other things to it, vanilla or whatever. Shit, but when somebody made something, when they made a cornbread so sweet, it was so good. I think they may have added some brown sugar to it, and it was just so good. Oh, you like to cook too? Yeah, I like to cook too as well. You said I think I made home. Let me make sure I can see this. You said I made a lobster lasagna tonight. Oh, see that's what's up. I see. I want to do the same shit too. I want to kind of like do that. See, that's something that's look. See, bro, you giving me um ideas to come up with when it comes to that, a dinner or something. Cause shit, I get tired of eating, the same foods, and I would like to, venture out. I like spaghetti a lot, but I can make spaghetti better. When I used to hang around an individual, I didn't know to just put your shit in the oven and then to make it good. Like, oh my goodness! Ever since that person showed me how, to really start doing it like that, I've been doing it like that, and I ain't gonna stop doing it like that. I'm gonna just cook it first on the stove, and then put it in the pan, and then you put the cheese on top of it, And then some people go to the extent of putting pepperonis in, on spaghetti, and maybe I want to say maybe in lasagna, but me personally, I ain't here for all that, because I didn't grow up eating pepperoni in lasagna, I ain't grow up like that. That's it from for me. That sounds like putting hot dogs, and ghetto. No offense to the ghetto people, because I'm ghetto too as well. But some ghetto ratchet ass folks would really, take it to the extent, man. Them Roman noodles eating, hot chips sucking and licking, lean sipping, Sprite drinking, okay, fried chicken eating. I'm just saying, okay. Oh, look. But yeah, it is what it is. But I'm good on that. I'm good on all that. I'm a eater. I just can't be doing the white bread and just putting some meat on top of it. Nope. Uh-uh. Nope. I'm good on that. Don't invite me over because I'm not gonna eat anything that I feel like is not my cup of tea. I'm not. And don't get mad at me. Just switch it up. Um. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys switch up and venture out. Man, so I promise you. Nowadays, I be getting a little tipsier than a lot faster. I don't understand, man. My body used to can handle certain things, but I guess it is what it is. But I'm gonna sleep good tonight. hmm Yeah, you gotta venture out and just start doing different dishes. Just different dishes. That's what I'm gonna be start doing. Hopefully it comes out right. If it don't, shit, it's still gonna be edible to me. And look, and it may be lunch for the next few days in that week. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I ain't lying. It's the truth, and I can't put none of that shit on mute. hmm Boy, hey, I got me. And look, I wish I had some brown beans, but I got some white beans. I think there's some white beans. Yeah, they might be some white beans. Yeah. So one day I'm gonna make some red beans and rice, but I ain't gonna be using no damn white beans. I'm gonna be using the darker beans. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. And then I really wish I knew how to make some gumbo because gumbo is my favorite with some cornbread, maybe with a little rice on the side too, with some fried chicken, maybe with some greens too. Yes, indeed. You guys are really inspired to have my own business one day, but I don't know if I want to deal with food because you gotta be really, really careful. But one day I will have my own business. I'm putting it out there in the atmosphere. I'm gonna get it. I hope I win. I hope I win something. I don't know how it's gonna come, but it's something I'm ready to be prepared for, so I can say it's mine, baby. That's mine. It may be named something similar to my name, but we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Yes, indeed. And that's one thing I could say that our president has taught us. You know, yeah, use your name. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, that's what he's doing. He done got hotels and it was hotels, Hotels. Oh my goodness, we got some most stragglers coming down. I hope they ain't finna be bothering me because I'm not gonna feel like talking to nobody. Ugh. But we gonna go on mute for a second because I don't want anybody in my business. So while they walking down here, they already loud as fuck. So and here they come. But yeah, yes indeed. All right, good. I wasn't bothered. I'm so happy. People know how to mind their business because I don't like people that bother me. I don't know. I don't like to be, oh, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? I don't want to say, hey, what's up to you? I don't know you. I don't want to speak to you. Don't say nothing to me. Maybe I'm a little bit mean at times, but I have to be this way. I have been nice at times. Look, it's been times where I don't walk into a room and spoke to people. And I didn't get anything back. You know what I'm saying? Or times where I didn't open up a door for someone and they didn't say thank you. I wanted to grab them by the back of their shirt and say, "You get your ass back," and you say, "Look, you say thank you." But I can't do that to people. You know, oh, I don't want to do that. I can't do that to people. I don't want to get fucked up now. I ain't no fool. But yeah, how about you under the yank their motherfucking asses back? Like, get back here and you better look. You better say thank you because my chivalry is finna be dead like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. And that goes for the young and the old. I ain't lying. That's for real. They may say I'm a little wrong for saying that, but it is what it is. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. I may have to go to the store because I got one more black. Well, no, it's the last. It's the last black. I may have to deal with this one because I don't feel like walking. It is what it is. I ain't finna walk. Look, I got me fucked up. Oh, you hear me? I got me fucked up. I mean, when you come in, I like the video too. I got me fucked up. I ain't finna walk. I done got lazy already. That quick, fast, in a hurry. It didn't take long for me to change my mind for the umpteenth time. It is the truth. It is the truth. Don't look. Hey, look. Tell me, I'm not the only one that's like that. I am. Look, I am not the. Look, please tell me, I am not the only one that's like that. I say I'm finna go do something, but I ain't. Look, my mind, I be changing my mind quickly in the stores. I be so indecisive at times, you guys. I be so indecisive at times. I be like, damn, why in the hell I'm like that? Mm-hmm. I be going down I be going to the store sometimes, and I be walking down them aisles, and I be looking at things that I want. But then I like it for a second, and I'm like, no, I don't want that. I'll be there for a little quick minute. One time, I almost got bummed. Well, they told me to leave. They told me they gave me a warning. They was like, the store's finna close, so you need to hurry up and get what you need to get. And I'm like, damn, I'm trying to figure out what I want. Because I don't be wanting to waste money on things that I don't too much like. So I was like, damn, I hate that when that happens. I'm like, damn, let me hear him get it. Look, I told myself, I said, let me hear him get the fuck out this store. And I just grabbed something. But I ain't gonna lie to you. When I be going to stores like that, I be really like looking. And I be like, what should I get? And I be thinking like, how can I make that stretch for the time being? If you feel me. That's what I be saying to myself. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. But yeah, you guys, I ain't gonna lie to you. These holidays coming up, a nigga like me ain't messed up about, that whole tradition. Even though something, well, I don't know if I should say that on here now. But I'm gonna just say this: something's in the work. Something's in the work, and I'm gonna make some things happen. And I can't wait for it for the new year. Mm-hmm. I can't wait. Even though I gotta just do what I gotta do for the time being, but some new changes is gonna come, and you guys gonna be on my journey with me. Mm-hmm. New changes, baby. That's what it's about. That's what life is about. Because you know what? If you don't step out and start having hiccups and good times and bad times, shit, you're not living. A lot of the times people may think, oh, why is this happening? Or woe is me. But sometimes you're gonna have to go through something. You're gonna have to go through. You're gonna have to go through something. You're gonna have to, you know, um, figure some things out on your own. You're gonna have to cry it out on your own sometimes. even if you don't feel like it, but you know it's there. But sometimes if you have to release, ain't nothing wrong with it. It makes you stronger, anyways. Because whatever you're feeling on the inside, eventually it's gonna have to come out. Who walks around with a lot of things on the inside that they ain't, but that they haven't dealt with at face value? I'm not one of those. So I deal with it, and I'm snapping right back into that good mood. 'Cause I'll be damned if I'll be around here, down and be thinking about things that I can't change. That ain't me. And I wouldn't suggest you guys be like that. Well, some of you guys, I know that, but I wouldn't be like that. It's always a good day to smile and enjoy your time while you're here, because life is very, very short. You know, especially when you have experienced a lot of loss, and you never know when that day comes. For anybody that you may know, but it's a good day. It's a good thing to be alive, and that we get time to be ourselves, and also worship here and there, and just enjoy the time that we are given here on earth. Even though if we got a lot of things that's going on around us that we are not oblivious about, I know I'm not, and I hate that it has come to this at in this time, because it's scary, because every day is different, and you just never know you know what's next. If that makes any sense, like what's next, or what else is going to happen. So yeah, but I hope things get better for all of us. I ain't gonna lie to you, I really do. I hope it get better. I hope it get better. Yes, indeed. All right, hey you guys, I'm gonna get everyone out of here. This was look, you guys. It was going down. It was going down over there at Sincere. I forgot her last name. I was over there watching Ness and Stefan and who else was over there? Tulsa. Her shady ass. Oh my goodness, boy. They was over there. Well, that was a good entertaining show. But you guys, I'm gonna get up out of here because I ain't got too much else to say. And when that happens, that's time to get the fuck on down. Get on the fuck on down. Get the fuck on down. But you know what, you guys? I did just see a video, and a 17-year-old snuck a nigga in the house, a grown ass man in the house, and his mama had I guess a hidden camera, so she seen him. And how come she ended up getting either a belt? It looked like a wooden thing to me. Like she had got that, she may have got some, got it from a chair or something that may have broke. But I guess she went to swiping that motherfucker down, around on that nigga. He got the fuck on down. I'm like, look, had it been me, I would have trying to get I would have been trying to get out the motherfucking window. You know, shit, I don't give a damn if it was 2 stories. Shit, look, I'll make it as long as I don't get hit. She was like, get out of my house, get out of my house. I'm like, damn. And my thing is, why is well, your son probably been doing that. He just got caught when you got the cameras in the house. A lot of things. Look, a lot of people get caught when they have cameras in their house and they think that someone is not watching them. But you are being watched. You are being watched. You are being put on surveillance, and you got to understand that. Hey, because I'm speaking from experience. Hey, you gotta understand that hey, be careful and be mindful of what you do. Be mindful of what you do. I ain't lying to you. The folks love to bring folks in and out. It's like it'd be like a fast food joint, boy. They coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. I done seen it before, like a drive-through. I'm like, oh my goodness, you ain't tired yet? I'm like, you change hoes like clothes. Like, oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. You change hoes like clothes. Like, it's ridiculous. I ain't lying. I done seen it happen. Like, after one cousin done bust somebody down, they end up calling somebody else to bust them down too. I'm like, oh man, how do you do it? How do you keep up? I can't keep up like that. I need a break. Shit, I need to eat and smoke, and maybe and look better yet, and have a glass of wine or a beer or some liquor. I can't be just working my back like that. Hell no. So I can be all sore for the next couple of days, because you know you ain't gonna feel it in that night. In that really, I would say in that time. But it's gonna slowly but surely creep up on your ass. It is. And that's when you're gonna be feeling you. So you look, instead of bending down real fast, you gotta bend down slow. You gotta look, you gotta bend, you gotta squat kind of a little bit. You gotta look, hands on your knees and just kind of bend, look, slowly just squat on down. Look, squat on down. It's the truth. It is the truth. Squat on down. That should be having your body aching. I ain't gonna lie to you. My back was aching a couple of days ago. Yes, indeed. Back in what? Look, my back was. Look, I had a song for my back be hurting, girl. My back be hurting, girl. She put her body on me, got me weak to my knees. My back be hurting, girl. But yeah, I promise my back was hurting. I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta slow it down. Boy, when you use that back, ain't nothing like it when you use those. Look, when you use that back. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. My back be hurting, girl. My back be hurting, girl. Oh, when I have you in a position, you're putting that ass all over me, got me down weak to my knees. My back be hurting, girl. Mm-hmm. Is anybody back out there hurting right now? I'm just saying. Like for real. Even though my back has healed, I'm grateful. Sometimes you gotta work through the pain. Sometimes you gotta stretch. And look, I gotta do a lot of stretches nowadays because man, I feel like my muscles be kind of tightened up on my ass. But it is what it is. But yeah, the purpose of this live is really for folks to mind their motherfucking business. I don't give a damn what you think I'm doing with this and doing with that. Just mind your damn business. Okay, that's how I be feeling on this side. Like if you really want if you really want this side can really come out, to you, and I want you to take it as for what it is, because I am tired of people thinking that I'm a little child, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Keep that shit to yourself. I'm just like so over it. So over it. Like, ugh. It really pisses me off sometimes. I'm like, ugh. Then I'm over here being Mr. Superman trying to think I can, fix every damn thing and, come to people aid when they need me. And then I gotta hear that. Like I don't want to hear that shit. Cause whenever someone may need me to do something for them, you guys, well, I do what I gotta do and I get paid. Yes, indeed. I don't be hungover. I don't be high out of my mind, knocking shit over, stumbling, barely can speak. That ain't me. You know, I need. I mean, like, come on now. I ain't got no needles in me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that motherfucker out here that want to be seen or portrayed in the light that ain't my character. Okay, that ain't me. So that's where I look. I take control over any substance, bitch. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay, any substance. Look, anything. It ain't taking control of me. Look. I won't be looking like what I'm doing. That's one thing about me, baby. Never have and never will. That's always been me. That's always been the motto. Shit, I don't give a damn if I was smoking 20 or 30 or 40, 50 bunts or really 100 bunts. It is what it is. It is what it is. Especially when I spend my own money on my shit, so therefore I want to hear it. Mm-hmm. And I get up on time. I don't be lazy. Look, I know. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. When times where I have to be up and doing stuff for people, it's like my body is like immune to getting up at a certain early time, so I don't miss out on them. I don't know why it's like that. Sometimes I wish I can oversleep, but it's like when I know I gotta complete a mission, I'm gonna be up early in the morning. I may have something to drink, I may not. But I'll be up early in the morning, shit waiting. And shit, when they call me, I'm outside, I'm finna head on to the money. That's what it's about. I don't give a damn how tired I am. Shit, hell. I'll be tired when I get back to the house. I'm gonna wash off first. Shit, make my food. Maybe smoke one, put one in the cool, well, in the fridge, and then take it out and pop that hole open. Pour it in a cup or a glass. It depends on how I feel. And I'ma chill. I don't, I'm not gonna be indulging in other things. I don't want to be indulging around, let alone have people around me that may irritate me because I have a low tolerance for, ignorance and people acting like kids. I can't do that. That's why I'm like solo dolo. Look, solo dolo. I am solo dolo, and it's gonna always remain like that. It is. It ain't changing that. Mm-mm. Ain't changing that. Folks want you to step outside your box. I already stepped outside the motherfucking box. And I didn't like what I seen, so I'm stepping right back at me. Look, in my motherfucking box. On my own. The fuck? I love how people say that. The fuck? I love it. I don't usually say that word, but I used to say look. And I used to say, the fuck. I say the fuck. I don't say the fuck. I say the fuck. That's how I say it. I love it that way. And then I like the other one. People be saying motherfucker, motherfucker. I say motherfucker. That's what I be saying. I be saying you motherfucker. But it kills me when people be like motherfucker. I'm like, damn. Y'all sound like y'all from the Midwest or something. But they all got them accents. But motherfucker is one of my favorite cuss words. And then, hoe ass nigga, a bitch ass hoe. I like saying that sometimes to me, if you ask me, I like saying that. I like saying it a lot, just especially when I feel like someone wants me in a bad way. So therefore they're gonna get anything nasty that I should not be saying to them, especially when they have pissed me off. I done been nasty on here plenty of times and came back and apologized and then turned around and did it all over again. Obviously I guess I meant it sometimes. Sometimes I didn't mean it. But when I was but sometimes with certain individuals that got me really hot, ooh wee. One was a nurse. Oh my goodness, I had fun with that ass, and I would do it all over again because that nigga is struggling now for views. He can't come back. Look, his comeback can't come back. Even though he tries to go live here and there and go on other platforms, it ain't happening, Captain. You're not going to Hollywood. You're not going at all. You're not. You're not. You're not. Your time has came and left so fast, and you're still young. Damn, motherfuckers don't like your ass no more at all. I'm just keeping it real. What's up, Dick Tracy? It's the truth. Motherfuckers ain't liking your ass at all. It's like, wow. I'm just saying. And then one had a nerve to try to throw up, oh, how much you making, nigga? Who gives a fuck about how much you making, nigga? Obviously, we ain't impressed. We ain't impressed by none of that shit. Look, who goes over there to his channel and be like, I'm inspired to be like him, so therefore I'm hoping to get game from him. He ain't trying to put you on anything besides dick and ass and tell you stories of who about, maybe 10 or 15 years ago, what he done did when he was, in a teen, a kid and a teen and then a now adult. So he gotta go, excuse me, you guys, he gotta go down the line. It's like, damn, okay, who asked for all of that? No one did. But you decided to get on here and tell your business. But we know about it now. We know how you do. Yeah, we know how you do. I may go to the store, you guys. I don't need to go. Oh, yesterday, you guys, I saw a rat in the store, and I was like, oh my goodness. Then the nigga behind the counter act like it's just nothing. It's the norm. Like they ate raps Indian and shit. So it's like, you expect that from them. But not all of them. But I'm just saying certain ones. They look. They look nasty, and they don't believe in deodorant. Some of them niggas be musty, and funky, walking around with all that funk. One time it was a man, he was so funky. I'm like, damn, nigga, the shit is hitting me harder than I believe it's hitting you. Because I'm like, damn, nigga, I can smell it. I'm like, man, ain't we got a glass? Look, we had a glass between us, but they had like a little cut at the bottom of it so you can get your things. But I'm like, man. Ooh, I am not trying to be funny on that one. I'm being so for real on that one. It was a nigga out here that was like that behind the counter. And I'm like, man, oh my, it was bad. I don't like dealing with they nasty ass, you know. And it seemed like I ain't gonna lie to you, it seemed like the Arabs, they let the animals sit and rot. They don't go pick them up. Because sometimes when I had walked in that store a few times, it smelled like nothing but dead rats. You know, I know what rat and peas. I know what rats. You know what rat pee smell like. You know, I know that smell. I done been around it. I done seen them, big and small. I don't like them hoes. You have a pet rat around me, baby, I ain't coming to your house. I will not be coming. Look, throw my invitation in the shredder. You won't be catching me around that. I don't like gerbils. Anything that resembles in the rat family, I don't want to be around. Squirrels too. I don't want to be around them hoes either. Them bitches can run and crawl anywhere and everywhere. All underneath your clothes and behind you, getting into your collar. Imagine that, and then they scratching you up. I'm trying to be considerate, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to end up killing the pet, because I don't mind killing the pet. Sometimes it's best. Yeah, in the shredder. We're not dealing with that. We ain't dealing with that at all. I ain't dealing with that shit at all. And don't invite me over. I ain't coming. I'm staying where I'm at. For real. I'm staying where the fuck I'm at. I ain't coming over. Now these motherfuckers done walked past here twice. I'm watching these hoes. You gotta be on guard in the hood. Mm-hmm. Are y'all exercising in that where? I don't think they exercising. I think they're trying to look for a lick. Yeah, I know. When you know your block, you know your block. And I've been here since 2011. Baby, I know this block like the back of my hand. And then before 2011, baby, I was coming over here when I was a kid. This same house. Shit, I know these motherfuckers around here. I done seen them coming and going, passing away, moving away. Shit, having babies, families, and everything. Seeing the kids take over the house when they, if someone was to pass away. I done seen a lot of, that happening from people that was, considered neighbors. Yeah, these young niggas got me fucked up. I'm sure looking out. They look like 20-year-olds. Sometimes you gotta look out for them hoes. You do. They walking in circle. I wonder, are they just walking the block like that? I'm just looking. I'm just being observant of what's going on around me. Cause I pay attention to everything. To everything. You gotta pay attention to everything, because a lot of the times, a lot of shit be trying to creep. A lot of shit would try to creep up on you, and you gotta be mindful of that. I'm very mindful. I thought these niggas was going to the motherfucking store. Like, how the fuck did y'all make it back around here so quick? I'm watching, though. I'm watching. But you guys, I'm gonna get up and out of here. I think I have had enough. I wanted to finish watching a few shows. I kind of feel like I need to go to the store, but I really don't want to go to the store. But my instincts is telling me that you need to get your ass up and go to the store so you can go back in the house and enjoy this Sunday evening to yourself. Because my phone be so dry. Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful at times. I do get calls here and there and text messages, but that's rare. But I'm just so happy that my phone is dry. I ain't gotta have nobody bothering me. I ain't gotta have nobody hitting me up out the blue about bullshit. No. Mm-mm. Happy, happy like that. But you guys, I gotta go pay. Look, I gotta go pay the water bill. So you guys, it's been real. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you for coming through. I really, really do. I really, really do. Thank you so much. And you guys have a nice night.